In this class, students are going to get to learn how to write using thinking maps. And thinking maps are a great way to get students to start to brainstorm their ideas, because once they can brainstorm those ideas, it makes writing so much easier. But the other dynamic of this class is that your child gets to choose what they write about, because then they're kind of bought into it, right? If I tell them what to write about, it's not as fun. But if they get to bring something to write about, then they're excited to write about something. And then hopefully this gets them thinking about other things that they want to write about too. And so they can bring little characters, they can bring a dinosaur, they can bring monster trucks. Today, I'm going to give you a little example. This is my little lion friend, and so I decided to write about him. And so when we do thinking maps, what we do is we use a bubble map to describe the lion. And so I'm going to put lion in the middle, and I'm going to use my sounds, I, un, to be able to sound it out. When students are early in their writing, we try not to give them the words. We try to really encourage them to sound it out, and it's okay to get it wrong, right? And so then we're going to make observations. So I'm going to look with my eyes at my lion, and I'm going to make some observations. And so I see that my lion is brown. And so I'm going to write brown, ow, ow, O-W makes that ow sound. Brown, furry, that's a fun word, furry. So even if they did furry, that would be okay because they're sounding it out. Okay. And then from my prior knowledge, I know from reading a book, that lions are really strong. Okay. So strong. And one of the things I want them to know is that all the words we're coming up with are these things called adjectives, because adjectives are describing words. And so we're connecting a lot of reading skills into our writing, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this thinking map, and first we're going to come up with sentences, and we're going to say those sentences out loud, because it's helpful for us to say them out loud before we write them down. And so we're going to practice being able to mute and being able to listen to our friends while they say their sentences out loud. So this is practicing social emotional skills, right? We're practicing being patient and waiting and listening to our friends. We're also practicing being good communicators, right? Being able to share things out loud in front of other people. And so I might say, my lion is brown, period at the end. My, capital letter, my lion is furry, period at the end. My lion is strong, period at the end. And there I have 3 sentences. So then I'm going to start to write. And so I'm going to say, my, finger spaces, lion is brown, period at the end. It's important that students see the teacher model, so that way when it's their turn to write their sentences, that they're thinking the same thing that the teacher is saying out loud. And so I'm saying, okay, capital letter, finger spaces, and I'm modeling sounding out my words, so that way they do that when it's their turn to write. When they're all done writing, what we're going to get to do is we're going to get to share our writing out loud, and I'm going to get to see what your student wrote. And at the end of every class, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type up an email and kind of let you know some strengths and some things to work on with your child with their writing. And so this brainstorming activity is a great way to get students excited about writing, because it makes it so much easier for them. So I hope I get to see you in class. Bye.